You ever looked at a 1 peso coin and thought, damn, who's this serious looking dude? And why does he look like he just dropped the hottest diss track of the 1800s? That's José Rizal, the national hero, the writer, the doctor, the dude the Spanish were so scared of, they shot him just to shut him up. But this ain't your classroom Rizal story. We're not doing Rizal the Saint or Rizal the Martyr, like some boring school docu. Nah, this is Rizal, the OG Filipino hustler, the overachiever, the intellectual menace, the guy who literally had Spain shaking just from writing novels. And yeah, he pulled that off in a suit, fluent in 22 languages, while casually flexing his doctor license. This ain't about memorizing birth dates, it's about a guy who burned through society's expectations like it was tissue paper. And if you're out here spending 5 hours a day on TikTok and still confused about life, maybe it's time you met the man who clapped back at an empire with a pen. Let's rewind the clock. June 19th, 1861, Calamba, Laguna. A baby is born in a well-off family with 11 siblings, because back then, birth control was basically just vibes. The baby, José Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Realonda. Bro's name had more syllables than some people's life goals. Now you'd think he grew up like any other rich kid, spoiled, lazy, getting fed mangoes by the yaya. But no, by age 3, my man was reading. By 5, writing poems. By 8, he already wrote a drama piece that got performed locally. Meanwhile, you're 15 and still forgetting where you saved your passwords. Rizal didn't just grow up smart, he grew up watching how Spanish friars bullied farmers, how people bowed to power just to survive. He was clocking every injustice like he was downloading it to his brain. His family, educated. His mom, Teodora Alonso, taught him how to read, think critically, and, plot twist, spend time in jail. Yeah, they arrested his mom for poisoning someone. Spoiler alert, she didn't. That was Rizal's first taste of how broken the system was, and that lit a fuse. Young Rizal wasn't just book smart, he was savage smart. He started schooling in Manila, breezing through Ateneo like it was a side quest. By 16, he was a Bachelor of Arts. By 18, he was dissecting human eyes for fun. He also got rejected by his crush, Leonor Rivera's fam, who said he wasn't rich enough. So what did Rizal do? Packed his bags and dipped to Spain. While most of us cry over breakups, Rizal was like, bet, I'll become a doctor, lawyer, novelist, and destroy colonialism. In Madrid, Rizal joined the woke squad of his time, reformists who wanted Filipinos to be treated like, actual humans. He drank coffee with fire-breathing speeches, wrote savage essays, and leveled up. And then came the big move, Noli Me Tangere. This book, straight up weapon. It exposed the friars, it roasted the church, it slapped the entire colonial government across the face with 63,000 words. The Spanish were shook, like, who gave this brown kid a pen? Take it away. The heat didn't stop. Rizal dropped El Filibusterismo, the angry older brother of Noli. Same theme, but darker, like Empire Strikes Back. This time, it wasn't just exposing problems, it was calling out blood. Now, Rizal wasn't just a writer. He was a threat. Even his friends were like, yo, maybe chill? You'll get arrested. And he was like, good. Boom. Arrested. Sent to Dapitan. But instead of whining, Rizal turned Exile into an 18-season Netflix show. He built a school, started a mini hospital, taught kids math, science, and how not to be colonized. He was out there like Bob the Builder, but with anti-imperialism. Oh, and he still managed to fall in love. Josephine Bracken. Another wild plot twist. Philippine Revolution pops off. But Rizal, he didn't believe in violence. He wanted reform, not chaos. Still, the Spanish said, doesn't matter. He wrote the books that lit the fire. They arrested him. Trial, fake, sentence, death. December 30th, 1896. Bagumbayan. He walked calmly. No fear, just fire in his eyes. And before the shots rang out, he turned around to face them. Not to beg, not to cry, but to say with his whole chest, shoot me while I'm looking. Like a G, like a boss, cue the invisible shades, thug life unlocked. You want to know why Rizal's still relevant? Because we're still fighting the same fights. Corruption, greed, power games. He called it all out. With style. Dude wasn't just a nerd, he was a beast. With purpose. So next time you see his face on a coin, remember, it's not just a dude in a suit, it's a man who dropped bars so hard an empire fell. You want to be like Mike? Be like Jose. But instead of shooting hoops, shoot truths. Write, think, lead. And maybe, just maybe, you'll change the world too. And that's a wrap for today's hero. Wild story, right? But hey, this isn't just throwback content. This is who we are. So be proud. And maybe, let's start walking like they did. If you're vibing with that, hit like, smash follow, and subscribe. Let's bring Bayanihan back, not just in stories, but in real life. Till the next legend.